I don't want to get fucking sued. All right? And if you get me sued, I'm going to fucking sue you. So there's a couple key things about safety. Who is a safety officer at a Milsim West game?
Everyone.
Everyone is a safety officer at a Milsim West game. What do? Okay, so there are two contingencies which are of the utmost importance that are going to stop the game and pose a danger to all of us and our fun this weekend. And that is a fire, okay? Number one, a fire that is out of control, beyond your ability to stomp out. We're not talking like 3 feet of grass burning, right? We're talking about something that is rapidly getting away from you and we need to know about, okay? And an injury that threatens the life, limb, or eyesight of any participant, okay? If you see either of these conditions, what are you going to do?
Ceasefire.
Yell ceasefire as loud as you can. What do you do when you hear ceasefire? That's the way. Now, just for a point of clarification, when you want your people to stop shooting at a target during combat, what command do you use?
Lift fire.
Lift fire. Everybody understand the difference? Just so we don't have any false ceasefires, because that also halts the game and it takes time for the admins to decipher what's happening. Okay? So, somebody out there, what is one of the things we're going to call a ceasefire?
Fire.
Fire. What else? Leg. Right? Eyesight. Great. Okay. We have succeeded in burning almost 200 acres of forest last year. We're not doing that again this year. The fire danger on the base is Charlie right now, which is relatively high, but they've allowed us to use pyrotechnics anyway. However, there's a new policy with smoke grenades this year. When you throw smoke grenades, there's a couple things you need to know about this AO in particular. All over this AO, there's these tall patches of grass. You'll see them kind of out in the open fields, and they have little signs around them. That's a super invasive species of grass called conograss. They don't want you to step in that, because when you do, it like tracks it out other places and makes it spread even more rapidly. But you also need to understand that if you throw a smoke grenade in that shit, it is more flammable than diesel fuel. So if you see these big tufts of fucking grass growing at the base of trees or out with a bunch of signs around them, don't throw a fucking smoke grenade in there, because you're going to get the whole shit shut down and we're going to spend 5 hours dealing with accountability and fighting fires. And we'd rather play war, right? Yeah. Okay, so when you guys use smoke grenades this weekend, please, please, please observe your grenade. Don't throw it somewhere you can't see it, okay? Don't throw it in a pile of tall grass. Don't throw it in a pile of dead underbrush under a tree. Throw them in places where you can observe, right, the target that you're throwing the smoke onto, and if it does light stuff around it on fire, you can see it happening. We're also going to ask that once you have expended grenades, right, you recover them and put them on hardball. Put them on a dirt road, throw them in a mud puddle, put them somewhere where they can't catch more shit on fire when the wind kicks them 3 hours later. Is everybody tracking? We're not expecting you necessarily to do this while you're alive, right? But like, we need you to go, now no one should really be throwing smoke in the fucking dark anyway, okay? But we need you to be really conscious of where you're throwing smoke this weekend. And please make sure that if you threw smoke in the grass or in the woods somewhere, that you recover it when it's done and put it out on a road or on a patch of rocks or mud or something, okay? Because last year we basically had 2 fires started by smoke grenades that had burned out all of their smoke, but there were still embers inside the grenade. Everybody tracking?
Yeah.
Okay, so all it takes is just like a little bit of caution. I know it's kind of a pain in the ass, guys, but literally it's a safety issue that, like, if we don't do that, we're going to have another fire and we're not going to be able to play games this way. Okay?
Yep.
We're allowing everybody to do things here that you cannot do in any other airsoft game. There is no airsoft game that's going to let you fucking maneuver as far as we're about to let you. That's going to let you operate over the extreme amount of time we're going to let you in day, night, whatever, right? All of that shit's inherently dangerous. And so just help us a little bit by mitigating the fire risk from your smoke grenades, okay? So, what are we going to do with our smoke grenades? Recover the bodies, please. Put them somewhere non-flammable, okay? If something catches on fire, right, what are you going to do? Immediately call yourself out, go stomp it out, get people to help you, right? If it's something you can stomp out quickly, great, right? If it's not, what do? Ceasefire, right. Everybody tracking? Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go over the, well, let me finish a couple things. So, what do you need to put hands on somebody, whether it's to search or
permission?
Consent.
It's cool.
You need consent at all times. If you want to, like, fucking check somebody's butthole while they're dead, you need to ask for consent. If they give it to you, it's all fair play. Okay? But don't touch anyone without consent. Okay? What do you do when you're hit?
Go down.
Exactly. The best way to make sure that you don't get shot more is what?
Trainers.
He did.
Right. How do you let me hear it. How do you let people know you're hit? Act out your death. Play it out. It's going to help you not get overshot. You're controlling how much you get shot at this game. Okay? Last but not least, it's not last, but accountability, okay? Everybody here should know at least one person that they came with. Is there anybody here who has no friends here? Okay, make sure we're burned. Make sure you're keeping an eye out for your buddies this weekend. We need to keep accountability because we can't have somebody like break their fucking leg and be left off in the dark and no one has any idea. Now, the cadre are here to help you with that, but we need to help you. We need you to help them. You know, if you notice someone's missing, tell your cadre, right? Let's see. Medical rules, just to make sure everyone understands. Okay, two other things. One, the buildings in the windows in the main cactaff and any windows that have shutters in general.
That's our goon.
If they're open, leave them fucking open. If they're closed, leave them closed. Do not manipulate the shutters. It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. There's no shutters in the world that stop rifle rounds. It's fucking lame as fuck. Seriously.
It is.
It's fucking super fucking lame, okay? Don't manipulate the fucking shutters. It's not in the spirit of the game. It's lame as fuck. That town should be easy enough to defend without us having to do cheap shit like that. Okay?
Murder holes.
Yeah, there's plenty of murder holes, okay? We've got trucks, they're going to be in play, but like none of them really have any guns. So, you know, go easy on the drivers. They may not know what the fuck's going on. Yeah.
Widowmaker. Then you shoot them in the face.
All right.
3 hour death for that.
Yeah, the vehicle kill times are 3 hours. Okay, so just a review of the medical rules. What happens the first time you're hit? Well, what do you need to do? Very good, that's good. That's the spirit of the game right there. What do you need to do to get back in the fight the first time you're hit? Buddy aid. Who can buddy aid you?
Anybody.
What happens the next time?
Water.
Who can give you a water bottle? No.
Platoon medic, company medic.
Platoon medic, company medic. Platoon medic, company medic. Okay? There's been problems in the past with just anybody giving each other water bottles. That's not how it works. It's super shitty and it's not in the spirit of the game. That's why we have a platoon medic. That's why we have a company medic. If you've been hit and you bled out, you need to go find a medic. You can walk off and go find him. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, you can go find him and get your water bottle, right? You just can't have someone else do it that's not the medic. Okay? If the medic gets fucked up, you got to get another medic, unless he's got a, unless you can buddy aid him with the tourniquet.
Well, you're dead.
All right. You're dead. Who's the safety officer?
Everybody.
What are we doing with smoke grenade bodies when they're done?
Recover.
Okay, what are the two conditions that require an immediate ceasefire?
Fire. Big fire. Injury. Fight.
Very good. All right, guys, I'm going to hand it over to Dan. He's going to take it from here.
Hello, Pavel. You guys all pretty pumped up for this? What?
Idź na Krystyka! Slava Russia!
And with that enthusiasm, please bow your heads for the Russian national anthem. Okay, that's pretty good. Radio edit. All right, you guys all have got the op order. You should know what's going on. If not, this is just a bare bones covering of the basics. Situation: we are Russian. We are here in the area of Chechnya, in the town area of Grozny. Argun is a large city next to Grozny. It is a logistical hub. NATO is pushing in, trying to take it. These smaller towns of Dyzhalka and where we're at now, Burkat Yurt, very important, but the most important is Argun. We must hold this at all costs over this 3-day operation Satanushka. So, tonight's plan, tonight's mission, we'll have follow-on missions, Fragos, we will adapt to the situation, but for now, tonight's mission. We start here. We are going to have order of movement. We're going to have a recon element, Euro from 1st Platoon. they're going to go up with night vision, and they're going to see, has NATO already set in their fob and taken this city? If they have, we're going to dismount here. If they haven't, we're going to go straight into the city and secure it immediately. So the order of movement for that is 3rd Platoon is going to go in here, set up in Dzhalka. This is a slight change based on a terrain situation that's happened. They're going to go up here with the vehicles, set up there, get their rucks, drop their rucks, form a defensive perimeter, and wait. Once they do that, this is 3rd Platoon, the snakes with all the S's and the me's. Next, 1st Platoon is going to come up and relieve them, and then get into an attack posture. Once they do that, instead of going around this side to hit Fob Coast on the rear, 3rd is actually going to start a foot movement up here. And they're going to come hit them from the north or northeast. They're going to find the best route based on what it is on the ground. Map recons are not always the best. So I'm sure in this darkness with the zero illum, they will have a great, easy time with that. Commander Warren will help spearhead that assault. They're going to start moving. 1st Platoon is here. They're going to defensive perimeter, right? Then we're going to take 2nd Platoon. They're going to move up, and they're going to join forces with 1st Platoon. Myself and 1st Platoon are going to take a couple of 2nd Platoon squads, 2, 2, 2, 3, and we're going to start moving through the wood line and start hitting fob, copes, down here from sort of the southeast, wherever we can find a good spot. Now, if you look at this, if you look at the map recon, the base is this huge area, but it has stump walls that you can walk over. In front of it, there's this vehicle checkpoint. We can start holding that and pushing in through there. There's only one tower, and we're going to start working our way in from the southeast. Meanwhile, 2nd Platoon is going to take one squad, and they're going to come up here and start probing small element, trying to get in from the back. So a 3-prong attack is hopefully initiated by 1st, augmented by 2nd from the southeast. So you got, some infantry with the symbology. There's a plus, I think is what, I don't think that's right. Anyways, meanwhile, a very cold platoon is going to come through here to the swamp. They got a platoon. They're going to hit from the back. There's a building right here they can use to bound to get close to the wall. And a little squad, might even be a section, from 2nd will come in here, try to get them on the back while they're too busy fighting this huge thing with flanks. The goal is, we hit them here as soon as possible with a combined force of 7 squads. It's going to be a huge fucking death machine. It's going to roll over them. They're NATO, they're not prepared. They got to over there, we're going to take them. Over here, after that hit, I'm going to pop off a flare, and that's going to be the signal that they're going to start in their attack. We're also going to have comms and be communicating on the command net. They're going to come in waiting. We're going to hit first. Once we hit, they're going to probably shift forces this way, thinking this is our main assault, this is everybody. When they do that, 3rd Platoon comes in from the back, keisters them, gets in quick, fires off a flare that says they're in, and then we're trying to steal water and ammunition. We have a limited supply of water and ammunition for this 3-day operation, as do they. They're going to get into the back, kill as many people as they can. Remember, try to kill command. Yeah. We want Commander Hickley's head. We want Sub-Commander Bringle's head, and we want their water sources. Maybe take their guide on. Who knows? It'll be right about here in the command building. There's 3 rows of buildings. Top row, middle. Yeah. So, right next to the chow hall where the fatty cakes are. And then one small squad's going to come in here. That is our plan. We're waiting on 2. We have 2 trucks. So right now the time is 19:15. As soon as the trucks arrive, we're going to stage. 3rd Platoon's going to go up. The Ural from 1st Platoon can start doing scout maneuvers now and seeing where they're at, and then report when they hit Dzhalka. And so we know that they can either stage here and then walk in and take it, or go directly in and get there so we can quickly get people back out. Any questions?
Where are those towers at?
Everywhere.
They got some freaking towers out there.
If you look at the map recon, and by map recon I mean Google Maps, there's one tower in the front. They got this weird sump. They have some sort of vehicle checkpoint that's right here. There's a tree line. Down here, it's sparse. There's not too much of a distance here to cross. Smoke, use the cover of night. The fact that they have one tower here and maybe one over here. They have these little pillboxes on the side, but you can suppress those.
You get a PKM on each tower.
Be advised, the ammo you've got tonight is what you're going to get tonight. So if you run out, don't just go in there and spray. I know you guys are all excited. Semi-auto, aimed fire, not cyclic. Hit them, suppress them, but use it to move. Use that fire to suppress them so you can maneuver. But they have one main tower that's at the front, and then they have some gates somewhere over here. But our goal is, I'll probably take those two second platoon squads, and I'll come up this side and get this side here and just start fucking with them. And then the rest of you guys with under Sergeant Rando Kukrizian will come in. Talk with them good.
I have actually one alibi fire on safety brief that's totally relevant to our actions on tonight.
Please.
Hey guys, so one alibi fire on the safety brief that's super relevant to our actions tonight. Camp Shelby Range Control really sucks dick, but that's a whole other fucking story. And as a result of them basically not doing their jobs fucking at all for the last 60 days, there is a UAS platoon from the Army that is training on the airfield between Dazalka and Fob Copes. So, hang on. So, they're not necessarily doing operations tonight, although they will be tomorrow morning, but they are going to have guards out there on their equipment. It's pretty obvious what they are. It's a big tent with a series of smaller dome tents parked right next to the runway. There's a couple trucks and Humvees, and they have a bunch of fucking radio towers. They'll probably have like chem lights hanging off of it and shit. Just steer well clear of that shit. Because, first of all, A, those guys they know that we're doing this, but like, there's probably a bunch of fucking junior enlisted assholes out there that like want to take it out on you guys, so stay the fuck away from them. I mean, just so everybody knows, they're out of play, they're not part of the scenario. They're doing some whole other thing, and I'm sorry about it, but unfortunately there's nothing I can do about it, because
We do not want to incorporate the real military.
yeah, we don't want them involved at all. They would totally ruin our fun. So make sure that you bypass them tonight. I'm sure they'll be watching and enjoying the show, but stay out of their hair, they'll stay out of ours.
So
Thanks,
this is sort of a blown up map picture. Here's the fob. There you go. Here's their vehicle checkpoint. Here's the tree line. It's very sparse. Here's the poke parade in the center. They're a little bit closer, but you'll be able to tell who they are. They've got some UAV launching equipment. Looks like a triangle. And then here's the village. There's a road that comes up here. There's a road that goes kind of here across. So we're going to come down here.
And they're wearing a shitty camo that doesn't work.
That is a first platoon. The augment of second platoons 2-2 and 2-3 will come kind of a little bit to the left and try to take the vehicle checkpoint with myself. Now, does everyone know the running passwords? Bolshevik. You say Bolshevik. The person responds with dead. Now you want to put this into a sentence or something. Do you have an example sentence, Roscoe?
What do you call Bolshevik?
Yeah. So the number password is 3. It's pretty hard to fuck it up because you have to say a number and then they say an additional number that totals 3. You're very limited here. 1 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is what? 3. Well, yeah, 3 plus what? 0. That's a tricky one. Say algebra. Not all of you will get that one. Those are the passwords. Okay? It is night. We'll be confused. Our rough timeline will be, we're going a little bit sooner, but we're going to start staging now. They're going to go up there, and then third's going to move on. We should hopefully be hitting and rolling their entire fob within the next few hours. We're going to hit it. We're going to come back here. We're going to plan for counter operations. They're either going to try to attack us tonight or definitely in the morning. We're going to go back into the village, and we're going to set up a defensive perimeter and then wait. We're going to start a rest plan. Keep a limited number up depending on what their posture is. They may be trying to hit us right afterwards, especially if we take, half their water and ammo for the weekend. They may not. We'll see. But whatever they do, we're going to move back here at some point, pull security perimeter, start setting up, do order of work at night, get a rest plan, and set in for the evening.
Let's do it.
You guys good?
Make sure you don't have any alarms on your fucking watch.
Hey,
You had a question. And you make sure you don't have your fucking
we have the vehicles
cell
yet?
phones on you.
All right. Now, please, we have Bishop Stams here from the Great Church of Patat. He will give us a benediction. Please, to bow your heads. Please bow your heads. Please, please. Even militia, if you heathens.
O dog, the eternal Father, we ask thee in the name of thy Son, Joshua Warren, to bless and sanctify these troops for the souls of all those who partake of the trash, that they may kill and slaughter in the name of thy dog. O dog, the eternal Father, please be with the men. Amen.
With the dog on this side, let's
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Yeah.
Let's go!